When you get back outside, also can you do a wits and awareness?
I sure can.
It's just too much. It's too much for him.
Oh Lord in heaven.
7, messy critical. Let's go.
Well, I'm outside.
Do it. Do it. This is what we live for.
You look around. Your tension is... Well, there's a lot of things around you. There's a raven. A few rats, as to be expected. Some birds, bats, usual night critters, owls, but
Drones.
first of all, you heal on your own without getting hunger. Then you hear water. And you feel like you're in a trance and you start walking. The rest of you just see him kind of looks very focused at the moment.
Where's he going?
Walk around some trees, look beneath the bridge. And you see a waterfall. Like the one in your vision. And then terror. And you just leg it. To the rest of you, he is faster than he's ever been before, and he just runs into the forest. What do you guys want to do? I believe you're just as fast as he is if you want to run, because none of you have celerity. So if you want to tackle him or something else, then please feel free.
We're going to have to try to do that now before he gets away, right?
Yes, but you just see him like walks around and then he just sprints.
He just gets spooked like the rat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they go after it. I don't know if
his fangs come out, his eyes
Dahlia
go.
would look at Ella and go, "What?"
I could put one in the back of his calf or his thigh and it'll take him down.
Yeah. Yeah. Bust a cap in his ass.
You want to shoot him to get his attention? You can see he's frenzying right now. His fangs are out. His eyes are not yellow, not red. They're creepy blue. Shining almost. Like foam in at the sea, or like a drowned corpse. Glazed over almost.
He's clearly lost his mind. And Dolly's just going to kind of fold her arms after Ella's suggestion, cock her hip, and just kind of watch, as Ella shoots him.
Alternatively, I do have a specialty in seduction, so I could, maybe seduce him back into coming this way. Like, you sexy barnacled babe, come back here.
I would also like to try to see that. I don't think it's going to work, but I would love to see the attempt. But frankly, I mean, either one of these options works for Dahlia. Just morbid curiosity on both fronts.
If you shoot him, you will have to shoot off his leg to stop him because he's kindred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just try to go the seduction route because it seems less likely.
Get his attention and calm him down. Obviously, you have a billion dice, but you do need to make a roll because he's frenzying.
Yeah. So what do you want me to roll for that?
First of all, Dowser, are you into women?
It's a question.
I hadn't thought of that for the character.
That's like in my mind, most kindred are asexual, but some people keep that you're humanity 5, so I assume you're like forgotten.
I'll just say no.
All right. Then you're whatever social role plus your 5 from your all. So I assume charisma, subterfuge plus 5.
And
3,
specialty, right?
Plus
4,
your specialty.
5, 6, 7.
Roll high.
We're gonna get a bestial failure for this, so
2 people just frenzying. Stop it! Stop it!
hold on. Charisma and subterfuge.
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh
Yes.
my god!
Let's
Oh
go!
my god!
Yes, let's go.
Okay, for the audience, right?
That's a billion
this was
dice.
a 12 dice roll, right? Okay, both the
Only
100
200.
dice, both of them came up ones, all right? It's like the most bestial of all bestial failures.
Also, give me a composure resolve before Ella starts using willpower.
Should have shot.
And he makes it.
Do you want to use the willpower?
No, not for this.
You still have the full bestial failure just on the hunger dice, so.
Yeah.
This is just, it's gone from bad to worse, and Dahlia's just watching.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. You call out to him, but you seem to be pissing him off even more. Rouser, can you increase your hunger and do your elemental grasp thingy-majingy roll?
Oh, fun. Increase my hunger. Okay. I am.
He coughs up bile. He becomes very wet. Mollusks come to the surface of his skin.
A snail crawls out of his mouth.
And you get an extra die because of the fog.
Oh, lovely. Let's look at the...
Another messy crit. That's 2 messy crits in a row.
Stop doing that!
I can't. It's roll 20.
What's the thing she has to roll to defend?
Let me find it real quick. Oh, what book is it in again? Blood Sigils. Just need to go through this PDF real quick. 1 second. Disciplines.
Dahlia's just kind of sitting there with her arms crossed, shaking her head just a little bit.
I think it's on page 91 or 2 or something, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right, yes.
This is only 4 pages of blood sorcery in a book about blood sorcery.
Sure.
I'm sensing a rant.
I will spare the rant that will come in the podcast.
They just have to make an appropriate skill roll like toughness, athletics, composure, drive. So I guess in this it's like toughness, athletics, or something.
Do stamina and strength, or dex. Up to you.
Can she throw fortitude in?
Your difficulty is.
Oh, you have fortitude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Wait, I critted.
Yeah, you did.
Then it also hits all suitable targets within range.
Oh, you can do the same thing. You also have fortitude. Fortunate.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so I'm gonna tough it up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying right now the difficulty is 10.
Oh my god.
You said the what's 10?
It's a
The difficulty is 10.
It's a matter of margin at the moment.
Okay. So, and you said that you want me to roll.
Stamina and dex, or stamina and strength.
What's the range on this thing that you're doing?
Very,
R.
very far.
Okay. All right.
And obviously, if you rouse the toughness, that will decrease the damage.
I'm going to do that, obviously. So first of all, I'm going to rouse for the toughness. There's the toughness. Okay. And that's a hunger gain, so fantastic. And then I am going to also
He's in your way, dear. Kill him.
I'm going to surge this roll. Because yeah. And then I'm going to
Oh, you rolled a 7?
Yeah, I did roll a 7. I'm going to, well, no, willpower won't really change that very much because pretty much all but one of my successes is on the stamina there. So that's 7. That's not terrible. Yeah.
No, 9. Because you're 5.
And I got toughness.
Why is it 10? Because it's a crit?
No, it's that's to continue being able to move, or else you are just movement impaired until it stops.
Okay, that's just accounting for damage.
The damage is the ritual roll.
Yeah, that's what I thought I made you. So that's 9, that's 2, that's halved.
1 superficial.
That's 7, that's
9 superficial, technically.
the crit, that's... and you have 5. Ella, you take 3 superficial. And... Dahlia would be... Yeah, 1. You're in the splash zone. Well, Ella calls out. He turns very aggressively. It seems to piss him off even more. He does a very quick thing, and the fog around you just kind of crashes into Ella, splashes a bit on Dahlia. It's like being hit by a very forceful wave, and then it stops. You all come back to yourself. Also, you don't remember what you did. You remember the waterfall, feeling of fear. Ella is wet, Dahlia is wet, you're wet. And covered in mollusks. You cough up a bit of bile.
And a snail.
And for good measure.
So there's something in the waterfall. Don't go there.
What the fuck?
I just said there's something in the waterfall. Don't go there.
So why did you go over there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You see headlights coming down the path.
Okay, I'm going to rouse to heal that superficial damage because Dolly is just put out. That she's like, wow. So there we go. That's healed. And then, because did we already rouse for tonight? We already roused for tonight, right? The blush? Did we blush?
I think you did.
Oh.
I think everyone just kind of yelled out blush when the police were coming down.
It
Okay,
doesn't
that's
matter
what I
for me
thought, yeah.
anymore.
Except for Henry, because he always refuses to blush.
Yeah, and Dowser is a snail, or well, not like a snail colony right now. So,
Well, your driver is slowly approaching.
Oh, it's the driver. Okay.
I'll make sure to walk away from the path.
You kind of standing in the dark at the moment. Well, eventually the headlights will hit you, but he can't see you right now because you can only see what the light illuminates. It's very dark. There are no moon or anything, and the fog is, well, obscuring most things.
I'll try to blend in with the foliage. if I can.
Step behind a tree.
That works.
Ella, Dahlia, what do you want to do?
Dahlia has just she's healed that damage. She's a little put out. It's been the worst of all nights. She woke up to a fire. She dealt with the Lady of Copenhagen, which wasn't terrible. And she's dealt with, she performed an operation on Dowser that caused a whole lot of issues. She got arrested. She got nearly burned to death, and she got interrogated, although politely. She was manhandled by the Baron's servants.
Are you arguing for extra XP right now?
I am. And also, I'm going to argue the fact that she really, if there's ever been a time to just go and get a drink, now is the time. I feel like that she is going to go to Cassandra's bar or wherever, and she's just gonna pull up to the bar and just be like, it's time. Yeah. And the drink is gonna taste awful.
Dahlia is thinking about having a delightful hunting session, I think.
Ella's getting into the cab. She's leaving. She ordered her drink. So this is both a DoorDash and cab at the same time, because she's got a lovely chamomile tea that she also cannot enjoy being delivered, but she understands cognitively that this would be something relaxing. So.
I'm going to make a suggestion.
Breathe in the vapors.
If you want to feed from the driver, which is perfectly fine, I suggest doing it after you're going to where you're going, because you don't really drive that well when you're low on blood.
I'm not feeding.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought you want to eat the driver.
No, I ordered a chamomile tea before he left.
You get an actual chamomile tea.
Oh, yeah. I put this order in an hour ago, so...
Dahlia and Ella, you get in the car, correct?
Yeah.
1,000? Walking home? It's 20 minutes. Or where do you want to go?
They're just leaving him.
This guy, the driver, he was kind of like appointed to us by the Masquerade, the vampire police department. So he knows vampire stuff, I would assume. That is.
Are you asking if we need to cloud his memory because you look horrible? Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can just put you in the trunk.
Right.
We just have this heavy thing to put in the trunk.
Same page, Ella.
You know what? Why not?
Dahlia is just gonna pop the trunk, would you?
He raises an eyebrow. He does not ask anything.
Question it.
We have more baggage leaving here than we arrived with, so...
He looks at your wet clothes and...
Don't question. Just do.
I want to ask... Hotel? Home? Somewhere with fresh clothes?
Probably home. Home will be fine, unless you all, you, Dahlia, have somewhere you like to
I need a stiff drink. I do. Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna go to, and she'll give him the address for Cassandra's.
Dowser will just muffledly say from the fucking baggage, I need refreshments.
Just to speed things up, because I think going to the bar is a perfect idea. And it's the only place open on a Monday. Weirdly enough, a nightclub on a Monday. I also do a hunting roll, just to make it easy.
Yay.
If anyone want to feed
I would
before...
also like to extort someone.
It's a predator type that I have a weird time having in my head, or my mind wrapped around, but just to
that's 4 successes.
More than plenty in your own domain.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna willpower that shit.
Are you still?
Jesus
Christ!
He just got a bestial failure.
Now, sir, up it. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, now it's a crit instead. Lovely.
Yeah, a crit. Crit is fine. You're feeding. You go back to 1 or 0 if you want to kill the person.
1.
Good.
It's the snails. That's what it is.
It's crits today. Only crits.
You
Crits in either direction.
It's a crit, so the person does not see you doing it. Rogues do it from behind, and
That's right.
Yeah. Change of clothes. Obviously, you return to your haven, your very pretty house. Half of it is burnt down. There's police tape everywhere. No people around. Just ash and wet ash and.
Wait, are we dropping him off at the place? Because I thought we were going to the bar.
I thought you were going home to change clothes before. The driver will wait
I
outside.
suppose we could, yeah. I mean,
and then you get to the bell. It's Monday, but there still seems to be a lot of people in there. Dahlia and Dasu, you've not been here before. But you see the spider sigils above every entrance, every window, every door.
this is Kaya's place. Got it.
It's Cassandra Bell's.
Oh, okay.
But it's Kaya's symbol.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
You get inside. I'll change the map. Not much has changed in that, except for people's position.
We're gonna bring back the disco fever here.
Yeah.
Remove that. And you don't have icons at the moment, but it's fine. You can see who's here.
Yes. Where's my people? I don't have people. Where's my person?
Oh no, we are not on there, but everyone else
Oh,
is.
okay.
Now you are. Just for good measure. You step inside. To the right of you, or is the coat area. There are two ladies that will take your coat if you want them to. Otherwise, not. The dance floor in the middle is kind of lowered. There are railings around it. Couches on one side, and high round tables with bar stools around them to the other side. There are some bathrooms, you assume, from the signs. DJ going nuts. People everywhere. I know there's a lot of tokens, but there are more people in here than I have tokens. You see a chain-smoking suit to the left of the dance floor. He'll let you know this is Agent Hemway. He seems to be just watching everyone who enters and keeping his eye on the dance floor. And Dahlia, one of the bartenders. You know him, or at least the previous incarnation of him.
Yes, he reminds me of someone.
He very much does. He's the spitting image of him, actually.
Yes. So what she's going to do is she is going to note, she knows about the FBI agent. She heard about that whole conversation. She assumed that she's going to recognize him sitting there.
Because he's chain smoking and the only one smoking in here.
Chain smoking, and he's dressed like an FBI agent. He totally sticks out like a sore thumb, trying to blend in, but just doing a horrible job. A bestial failure, in fact, job of it. And since that's going around tonight. And Dahlia is just going, I assume that there's multiple ways to exit and enter the dance floor here.
It's one stair down. And technically you could from the stage, but then you would have to go around the bar, I think.
You know what? She is going to... She's here because she needs something to take the edge off. She hasn't even changed her clothes. She's going for totally the wet hair look. And, so the wet clothes look, she looks like she just came in from the rain. And she's going to saunter up to the dance floor. And as she enters the dance floor, there's a crowd of people there dancing. They're just all dancing. There's just bright lights and everything like that. And she's just going to do her thing of just like, now she's a terrible dancer. You have to understand, Dahlia is not even good bad, like Wednesday, right? She's not even a good bad dancer. She's just a bad dancer, but it's okay because half the people on this dance floor can't dance, because that's usually how it is. And so she is just going to badly dance her way around and through these people.
People
to the
don't
music.
notice because they're shit-faced.
Yes.
So everyone is a bad dancer.
Exactly. Most people don't notice. Yeah. She just looks the same as everybody else here.
I mean, have you ever seen people dancing in a club when you're sober?
Right. That's your same page. Yeah. We're all on the same page here. Yeah. So she's just blending right in to the whole scene. Like, half of them are sweaty, half of them, every one of them are drunk, and all of them are dancing badly. Even the good ones, even the ones that can dance are now to this point in the hour of the day devolved into straight drunk, just grinding and whatnot up against each other, that kind of thing. So Dahlia is just kind of, she just kind of, moving through and just kind of bouncing around, sometimes between a couple people, just like, but she's making her way. She could have gone around the dance floor, but it's as though she deliberately went through the dance floor. She gets to the other side because, as our storyteller has pointed out, there's only one set of steps. One wonders why, but the design of the place, is not up to her. So what she's going to do, because Dahlia is not drunk, she's just going to throw one leg over the railing or whatever on the other side and just step right off the dance floor and head straight to the bar, where she is going to pull up. Now,
flip yourself over. People are cheering as they see.
Oh yeah. And she's just going to be like, she's going to wave it off like it was completely intentional, even though she's got a dexterity of 1. And so, so she nearly tumbles off the railing, but that's okay because everybody's drunk and that's cool. And so she's going to move right to the bar where she spots this gentleman. And is there anybody in front of him on the stool in front of him?
No, it's a standing bar. People just get their drinks and go down, sit, but you can stand there.
Okay.
Or pull up a stool.
Or let me ask you this. Let me change the question. Is there anybody who's already standing there?
No.
Like, I imagine there might be a crowd of people like in front of the bar. Like sometimes the bars, are pretty full and people are just kind of hanging out and that sort of thing.
A lot of the
busy bar?
Yeah, it is. It is a club,
okay.
but a lot of the people sitting in the couch areas are having their drinks brought to them.
Okay, so what she's going to do, she's going to come up behind someone else who's already there. He's directly in her way, but she doesn't care, and she's just going to come up with her hands. She's going to grab him. She's like, "Okay, you're done," and she's going to move him away. Like she's actually going to physically pull him away from the bar and take his spot. She's strong. She's not tall.
He makes
she's only
hey lady, what the fuck is your? And then he looks into your eyes.
She's like, no, you're fucking done. Okay, you're done. All right, you've had enough. I know this gentleman. Go.
He walks to the next bartender, kind of shakes his head, but he can see in your eyes that you mean it.
Yeah. So, and then she's going to sit down. She's like, you remind me of someone, I once knew. What's your name?
Marco, miss.
Marco. How long have you been working as a bartender here, Marco? I need a gin and tonic stat.
He makes it very fast. And he says, 15 years.
15 years.
I'm just here for show. I'm mostly the manager of the staff.
You're not the manager?
I am the manager of the staff.
Oh, okay. Well, as it should be, Marco.
Along with Zoe over there, he points to the other side of the room, a blonde woman standing. She looks, well, like she stepped out somewhere in the 90s when grunge was in. Leather jacket, old jeans, kind of dark washed makeup, and she looks very mean.
So it's a co-manager situation.
Well, it's the owner's personal assistant, and I just generally deal with the staff, but I like to be out here and make drinks.
I get it. Yeah. You know what? You're doing a fantastic job. That drink was in front of me before I even realized it. And she is going to take it and down it.
So what's your trouble? Almost like you can sense it.
Yeah. She's like, I just really needed this drink, first of all. It's been a long fucking night. And, you know, I really just kind of want to get to know you, Marco. Like, I once knew somebody. I know I don't look old, but
I don't.
It's the skin treatment.
I don't meet a lot of other Italians. He smiles.
Yes, indeed, right? You know, you would think in a place like this that there would be more of us. Yeah, yeah. And I don't have anything against Greeks, but you know that they're kind of past their prime. You know, so I'm just saying that, you know, I come from Italian heritage, and clearly you do too. I would love to hear about that. Yeah, so she's totally going to drink that drink. I don't know if you're going to require me to do a composure resolve roll here.
You're blushed, right?
Yes.
Fine.
Okay.
You will have to eventually puke it out within half an hour, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes like ass, but...
Oh, absolutely. And that's what she knows that going in. She's done this before. And is just kind of like stiff medicine, you know, that she needs. It just totally tastes like ass. Yeah. So she's going to talk up Marco, and she says, you know, you look great tonight. You really do. And all I have to say is that I grew up with someone who looked, you're like the spitting image of him. And he just took care of me when no one else was around. Like my father was always working and everything like that. And you know, so we formed a very close relationship. He's passed away now, of course. And but you know, you just remind me of him. And have you lived in Dusktown all your life?
Yes.
Yeah. You're well taken care of here. You're the owner doesn't abuse you or anything. Because you know, I could speak to her.
Cassandra is good people as long as you don't stick your nose in the wrong places. She's fine.
Yeah. She treats you well?
Definitely. I'm well paid. Good hours.
Good.
I'm a bit of a night owl, so suits me fine.
Yeah, she hasn't tried anything with you, has she?
No, I'm not. I think she's more into. He points over to Ella and Dowser. People who look more like that.
That's fine. You're doing just fine, honey. Like you don't need her. I mean, she can be your boss or whatever.
Don't shit where you or sleep where you eat or
right,
shit
exactly.
Or whatever.
You got it. You understand. You understand how work relationships are. I get it. Yeah, completely. And so she's just going to go on talking to him, asking him about his life and everything else, and really just getting into him. And before the night is done, she is going to make sure that she gets his number, his address, and every other piece of personal information that she can from him. And if you need me to make any rolls for that, I can.
Well, you're engineering it out of him again, so manipulation something.
Yes.
Do the roll.
Subterfuge.
Whatever you think is the best.
And she's totally going to surge this because she needs all this information, because she has decided she's not letting him go. She's not letting him out of her sight. And she needs to surge this because she just doesn't have the presence that Ella has. And I'm pretty sure that Wingman has worn off with the splash of the water. Yeah. So
Also, what are you doing in here? Just standing around?
I'm just gonna quietly pay really heavy attention to the FBI agent and try to gain some sort of understanding of why he stays here every single night. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a 6. So she gets everything from him.
Definitely. Ella? What are you doing? You see Zoe, we met before, who was very rude in the beginning until she figured out what the hell you are.
I'll talk with Zoe. I'll go chat with her. Be cool. She doesn't need a drink. She's got her chamomile.
Hey, lady.
Hello again.
Did I get the boss for you, or?
We don't necessarily have a need for the meeting this evening. Has business been as usual around here?
Pretty much a normal Monday.
Is out of character. How long has it been since the first time we met to tonight?
I think it was last night.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, because you had a day thing. Yeah, last night. It was Sunday.
Nope. No. Business as usual. We've been mixing, mingling, going around town, seeing where we're needed, and things like that. How's it been for you here, Zoe?
Sure. Sometimes they throw people out, but people are usually not rude in here. Sometimes they will fight over drinks or, I don't know, something else they fancy, but we keep a tight ship. Besides those two. And she kind of glazes over to the couch area. Those are trouble, he says. And I have not put them there. I've not even made an icon for them. So we'll have to do with some makeshift pictures. That couch. Discreetly. Both look in their 40s. Wearing feathered and wooden trinkets in their hair and ears, and the woman looks a bit older than the man. I think they also have tattoos. Let me find this. Yeah, man has face tattoos around the eye and bald spot, which are kind of shaved here with a few symbols, nothing you recognize. Is a leather wrapped necklace with, again, it looks tribal, perhaps even Native American, but he is not Native American, he is Caucasian. A woman has gray hair, there's some blonde in there still, one large braid. Similar kind of necklace, except hers looks more like a beak, you think? They're both wearing just jeans, shirts, casual wear, nothing fancy. And they seem to be staring at the three of you very intently and talking to each other. Obviously the music is too loud for anyone to hear the conversation. The guy laughs. And so it's just, she doesn't turn her head fully, she just does the thing with the eyes.
And she's going to, as she sees Zoe point out, or like hears her pointing out those individuals, and she notices that, she'll look away and just ask, what's any information? They look different than the ones that were here last night.
You know the kind of people that move to a country and then talk shit about country? It's kind of this situation. They come here, talk shit about the bar, but they keep coming back.
To what capacity are they discussing things negatively?
Shit surface, throwing words around like leech, things like that. Nothing good for your kind, and extension me. And Cassandra can't really pick them out for obvious reasons.
Understood. Well, I guess I'll come back and see if I don't see them somewhere else in town. I'll keep you appraised. It seems like they're here for now, which is unfortunate, but we'll see if we can't do anything to get them to find somewhere else to discuss shortcomings or perceived.
You make my job easier if you do. Dowser? You look at Agent Hemway. He doesn't seem to be paying any attention except for when you enter. He's literally chain smoking. Like he would die without it. His ashtray is just filled with cigarette butts. And he just keeps going and going and going. And you're staring on him long enough, you start to see spots on his neck, brown patches, like he has some kind of skin affliction. And you have sensed seeing there's something holy about him. Like a certain kind of aura that just makes your beast go, eh.
Okay. Damn Christians everywhere.
You're watching him. He pulls out a kind of device very discreetly and just starts doing this as he's smoking. What do you want to do before he turns that on you? If anything.
Walk onto the dance floor, sure. And just enjoy.
Yes. Cool.
To the best ability.
You get Marco Russo's information. He probably thinks you want to go on a date, which is fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because his mother's apparently always complaining that he's not married yet and things like that. And he's 40 and he should be. And she wants grandchildren and all that kind of bullshit. You have a very nice conversation.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about, how Italian mothers can be and blah, blah, blah.
Indeed. Yeah. It goes swimmingly. And she has managed to commit a dark harvest here of information. And so she knows his social security number and his full address and the name of his mother and his favorite drinks and movies and TV shows and how many relationships he's had, what his body count is, all of it. So, yeah.
Anything else you want to do before you leave? All of you.
She knows that the FBI agent is a thing. So is there anything she can detect from sense the unseen aspects on him or anything?
Well, since you've seen, you get the same thing, the holy much like the lady
repulsive.
In the tomb. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this is something Dahlia would know, given her experience with spirits and ghosts and everything else. That are they impacted the same way as the rest of us on, in terms of true faith and all the rest of that?
In terms of malicious intent, yes.
Yeah, If he were to be...
and wraiths are not necessarily evil, but to your knowledge, true faith would protect or deflect evil intent, curses, that sort of thing. If
but
a wraith,
not spirits.
If the spirit is not malicious, a spectre most definitely, a poltergeist even, but a normal wraith you don't. Unless they're trying to do something to someone. But Dahlia, you're staring at him with that kind of thing and you're looking for an object. And it's not an object. It is his whole being. Like it is in his blood.
Ugh. He's one of those hunter types. Yeah. God. She's already formulating plans to get rid of him. She's going to go over to Ella and whisper in her ear, turn the other way. So they're facing this way. And she's like, does he know about the serial killers? Have you talked to him?
Can you say that to Ella?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
About which person in particular?
The you know, our FBI agent there, you know.
You're asking me if he knows about the serial killer?
If he knows about the town serial killer.
I think that's why he's here, is to investigate them, no? Like
yeah. Like he just seems to be hanging out here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think that he's looking for a lead, and maybe if this is one of the places that's open frequently, especially in off hours, if someone was a serial killer, they might be here. So that's why he's here as well, to see if there's a place.
Is it possible that we might provide such a lead to him? You don't have to get up in his face or anything, but like all discreet, like, you know, like written it down on a paper like we do with Delzer.
I mean, we could. Would you like to be the face of this operation?
No. Your face is much better than mine. I was just contemplating ways to kill two birds with one stone, as it were. You know? Solve both of our problems.
Right. And it seems that, like the conversation we had back with Margaret and co, that we are in a small conundrum, I guess, because where we do want to do something about him, knowing that he's here helps keep him here. Or maybe that was a conversation I had with someone else, but
no.
The catch-22, right? Because if we do something with him to get rid of him, then someone else might come and they might be worse.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. If he dies under suspicious circumstances, they're going to look.
Mm-hmm.
But if he were to die under very conventional circumstances, say either suffering an unfortunate encounter with a serial killer, who then also perhaps dies in the attempt.
Well,
in my experience with law enforcement, brief though it may be, a closed case that is very neatly wrapped up tends to satisfy certain higher ups. They tend to consider it a job well done. They call it a day. They go out for a drink in a place like this. So I feel like job's done. He died in the attempt like a hero. However, he got the bad guy.
The idea has merit. I will give you that. I don't think it's an idea that hasn't crossed all of our minds. However, it means that the serial killer will remain. So you can get rid of one problem, but it's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet hole.
Right. Assuming we can't get them together, like two lovebirds that they are. If something should happen to our erstwhile official friend there, we could make it look. We could stage this whole thing. We could write a narrative. We could control the narrative.
I think that we could. I also believe that that would be something that maybe we should be, or would be better suited to do after we speak with the Baron. It seems that all of us have a different pot with boiling water, varying degrees of hot water that's been turned up based on our own actions or inactions. And I believe disappearing this person before or without a good thought process would potentially cook us.
I respect your sense of caution. I do. And we should probably cannot get rid of him tonight in a convenient fashion. But what I wanted to do is when the time comes for the Baron to do his overly dramatic court holding thing, and basically, spread his wings and intimidate all of us with his unholy appearance, and have his servants linger nearby, and threaten to manhandle us again. What I'm saying is maybe you could raise the idea as a possible solution to our current situation.
I don't disagree. I will say, though, that if or when you're in someone's home, they may be free to handle you however they please going forward, especially if you are to force yourself in a way that you did earlier. And if you are one or in a way going to be intimidated, possibly work on that before going into this plan of taking these guys out. We don't know what resources or assets they have, but if the job needs to be done, we can't have you intimidated in the meantime or in the process of executing it.
No, you're right. I agree with everything you just said, and your understanding for nuance and subtlety is just so appreciated. As you can tell, I tend to not take that approach, and I just like to now listen here. I saw that technology roll. Okay.
Don't mind me.
All right.
I'm doing things in the background.
Look, okay. This is loud music. They are far away from him. Okay. There's no cameras or bugs going on here.
He can't hear you. That's not the thing.
All right.
At the least, Dahlia, I think that maybe if you want to smooth things over, you could maybe carry crackers or something in your pocket for our dear friend's rat. It might go over better
I really
for us.
fucking hate that rat, though.
I don't appreciate being stalked, followed either, but where people are familiar with certain situations.
Fine. Bring some saltines or something for it. She's immediately just turned off by the idea of like feeding crackers to the rat. It's like, I can only go so far. Okay. I'm not as good as you are with the whole niceties thing. All right. So like, I'm just, I'm learning though from your example. I'm just, okay, fine. I'll get a pack of fucking crackers or something. She's so upset about it automatically. She's just like instantly upset about it.
So where are you?
How to make Hakata mad? Crackers.
Yes.
Dawson, where are you at the moment?
I've just been enjoying the dance floor. After I saw that the guy is holy through and through, and then he started moving the thing around, so I said, "Nuh-uh."
You said, "Nuh-uh."
And I went into a crowd.
I love that I have an entire coterie with no technology. It's the best. Just trying to explain that in a...
I love being archaic.
in the archaic fashion, yeah. And it makes sense. You're on the dance floor. This is sorry. Interrupting.
I have 0 dots in technology, so I'm really going to be the one to do it for us. Just like my 0 dots in drive, I will also drive. But Tesla, sign me up. Step above La Sombre here.
If we get into a Tesla and it starts driving itself like they claim they can do but really can't, Dahlia is immediately she's gonna have such a reaction. I'm not gonna give it away, but she's gonna have a major reaction.
Before we end tonight, 2 things need to happen. First of all, Bowser, the people on the dance floor, they spread like the sea. A gorgeous woman walks towards you. Very quickly, people seem to be cheering and know who this person is. She leans in, very quickly kisses you on the mouth. And I need you to do a roll.
What roll?
Composure and wits.
Yay.
You were just assaulted on the dance floor here.
Oh, this happened to Julian as well.
Are you going to
Right.
fight her too, Dowser? Are you gonna knock her out? Are you gonna
Just
gonna
fucking
revolt her?
start a riot.
I don't have any modifiers to this, do I?
You have fortitude?
I don't.
Nope. Then
This will become...
And there it
You know
is.
what?
There it is, folks. It's been that kind of night. You know what he just rolled.
Yes!
He succeeded, but
If she willpowers, I will willpower. But if not, I'll just stay like that.
Very willpower. You need willpower. May remain in control. Like right now, Darcy.
Like right now.
Before I, blame your character for a moment, do you want to spot that willpower and get out of here? Remove you from frenzying situation, or do you feel violated, objectified even for your good looks?
I'm just gonna use willpower to run away. Because it's that or a massacre, and we're going to court later, so I can't do that.
Well, spitting the willpower, just quickly, you put up your hand in front of your face and just and run past her. She smiles like nothing happened, and she couldn't possibly have done anything wrong. People are yelling after that, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" and everything like that. And she's gorgeous, that sort of thing, and it's fine. He must be gay.
Second time that night, he's sprinting.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see Dowser just rushing out of there. Ella, you obviously recognize Cassandra on the dance floor. She walks up, she winks at you, and walks to the bar. As she does, the two, tribal people walks past you, very deliberately trying to shoulder one of you, and just the guy says, "Fucking leeches, multiply like rats." And then with that comment, just walk past you. And follow Dowser. Ella,
They can just...
Dahlia.
Oh, Ella has a comment. Yeah, she said he called her a leech. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Rude.
Yeah. Did Dahlia hear that too?
Yeah. Rude.
Whoever one of you was like the most far from the wall just got shoulder bumped, as he called.
I'm surprised Dahlia hasn't already frenzied over hearing an insult.
I mean, they're walking outside the bar, right?
They're following me.
Yeah, you're going outside the bar, right? Am I wrong about that? I don't.
No, you're
Dowser
right.
runs out, as he does.
Yeah, he runs out, they're running out.
Clearly
It's just-
lupines.
And
past
Dahlia
you.
just like wants to walk out with Ella and then like eviscerate these two.
Yeah.
It's just with my roll streak tonight, I'm not afraid for my life. I'm afraid for their lives.
Right.
Crit.
Yeah. So I think that if she were to hear that, she would just yell back at them, "Leech, no, darling. I'm more of a luxury tax on your life."
The man turns around. His eyes become wolf-like for a moment, but the woman lays a hand on his shoulder and says, "Not worth it." He kind of pulls him out of there.
And as she makes eye contact with both of them, she said, "Besides, I prefer symbiotic relationship status instead, but maybe not tonight."
She gives you this kind of smile, like, very annoyed, squinting eyes. And the guy just, as they walk out, after you come outside, return to yourself again, for some reason that woman fucking infuriated you, and you just wanted to kill her immediately, but you removed yourself from the situation. And you hear your beast. She tried to manipulate you. You should take care of her later, more discreetly, obviously. Make a plan. I know you don't like to be unprepared.
Trust me, a plan is already in the works.
Good. Let me know if you need help. I'm always here for you. You walk outside, and if it's okay, sorry?
We have two people here who just insulted us, and I appreciate what Ella said, but Dolly is not going to stop.
I mean, you can continue to yell after, but
She is not going to stop. She's going to follow them right out.
They walk
like a shark. Like she's dead set on this, and is hoping secretly for a trick of fate, a coincidence here. What I would like to do, should the situation allow for it, is to shove one or both of them into traffic.
I think as this is happening, Ella would try to prevent it by like grabbing her hands, similar to how the woman grabbed and said, "They're not leech or no leech. They're not worth latching onto, Dahlia."
She's gonna turn around. She's just like, she's trying to control herself. Like you can see the black rage inside of her eyes. You know, she just like pools of darkness now. This like sheer, intimidating, just pitch black. You know, and you can feel like the crushing vice of her hand.
We've already had one run-in with more than one of our peers going into traffic with cars. I don't think that I want to risk it with others, given that we still need to meet up with the others later tonight. And we know where they are. We know where they like to frequent. And I'm not saying it's a no. I'm saying just not right now. Maybe we can create a plan so that maybe it'll be more than a car next time. I don't know, but...
Recommend a silver Lexus.
A garbage truck.
Made of silver.
Yeah. Yeah. With a silver bumper or grill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. You know, like she's gritting her teeth. Like, just like, you know, like she knows that Ella is right. She doesn't like it. But just like, you can almost hear the grinding of the fangs and the teeth. And she's just like, fine. But she is making a mental, like she is committing their entire look to memory. She will not forget these two people at all.
Dahlia will remember this.
Yes, Dahlia will remember this. Yeah.
Adding to list.
Yeah, adding to the list, yes. The murder list, yeah.
You come outside, see Dowser, who just kind of standing outside as you walk out. The two people, lupines, whatever, walk down the street, and the guy he just yells back, "See you later, leeches." And
you see Dahlia twitch.
I think that's a good place to end the session, and hopefully we'll have court next time in January, and we will remember all of this, of course.